Spiritual blindness to sin is one of the most subtle and dangerous states a person can experience. It is not always obvious that something is wrong or harmful, especially when society normalizes it, labels it as harmless, or even celebrates it. Many people engage in behaviors, habits, or patterns without ever stopping to consider whether these are in alignment with God's truth or whether they are pulling them away from their spiritual center. The Bible speaks frequently about the danger of failing to recognize sin, warning that those who cannot see it are in danger of being deceived and enslaved by it. Addictions often fall into this category because they rarely announce themselves as spiritual threats. Instead, they present themselves as comforts, pleasures, or even necessary ways to cope with life's challenges. A person might indulge in excessive entertainment, alcohol, food, or materialism, believing there is nothing spiritually wrong with these things. Yet the underlying truth is that these habits can subtly dominate a person's thoughts, choices, and priorities, gradually replacing God as the source of strength, guidance, and fulfillment. The danger of spiritual blindness is that it allows these patterns to take root without resistance. A person may pray, attend worship, or engage in spiritual practices, yet remain unaware that these addictions are undermining their relationship with God. The heart and mind become divided because part of a person's life is being surrendered to something other than God. Over time, this creates a shadow over spiritual discernment. One cannot fully perceive God's voice or experience His guidance when the soul is entangled in habits that pull energy, focus, and desire away from Him. Spiritual blindness can also lead to rationalization and justification. People often convince themselves that certain habits are not harmful, or they minimize the spiritual consequences of indulging in them. This self-deception is one of the most insidious aspects of sin because it prevents honest evaluation and repentance. Addictions thrive in secrecy and denial, and spiritual blindness provides the perfect environment for them to grow. God's warnings are clear. When a habit, desire, or pattern begins to control a person more than their faith and trust in God, it becomes a form of bondage. Yet most people ignore these warnings because they do not recognize the subtle ways in which their lives have been compromised. In spiritual terms, blindness is not merely the absence of physical sight, but the inability to see reality as God sees it. When a person is spiritually blind to sin, they cannot accurately assess what is harming their